Response. How did he come into custody?
Your Honor, I was in Detroit.
Okay. How'd you get into custody? Did you walk in or were you picked up?
I was picked up in Detroit.
Mr. Allen.
A case out there. And then a water case, I came out here, I got discharged off of probation. I had to stay in Washington County for about 7 years. So when this came in,
So I mean, he was picked up originally, but I think that this second attempt at bond increase, the second bite of the apple, he was released. He's coming to court today. He's ready to.
But hold it. While he was out, basically absconding on this case, my understanding is he picked up other cases?
That's the people's understanding. While he was on probation for aggravated stalking, the judge slaves court.
Those are support cases, is that correct? Yeah.
Or it might be on 14.
The initial was a failure to appear when we were before the bank. I did that arrangement for him. And there were 2 months of time where he was in the hospital, if I recall, and he suffered some burns as the court came through.
Hold on a second. Because back, just looking for a date on this, I don't know that the defendant just didn't come into court. He was incarcerated in Wayne County, January of this year. And then proceeded to send us information for a plea by mail. Requesting a trial date, review of bond with a request for dismissal due to the hearsay clause, and Washtenaw County has no jurisdiction over me. Because he's a permanent resident of Wayne County. Yeah, go ahead.
At the arraignment, we were going back and forth with our magistrate Pink and I, and she said, I won't quote her exactly, but the summary of it was, let him out on bond because some of it was confusion. He should be holding himself to the same standard as an attorney, but this was kind of an attempt at self-representation that went horribly wrong. And so as you can see, he's here now with an attorney. He's coming into court to address these charges, to address everything that's happening. He's not a flight risk judge. He's here now, so I would say that.
He's not a flight risk? Where was he?
He was in the hospital for 2 months, Your Honor.
When?
The court date in question, I remember it was April 4th, and he was in the hospital at that time.
Now, your assistant prosecuting attorney, Morgan Barroso, and I have the people looking back at our notes. What we see is that this is a 2022 case. He was set for exam pro se on March 7th. The victim was present, willing, and cooperative. The defendant appeared on Zoom. The court, they tried to proceed with the exam at that date, but the defendant had insurmountable technical difficulties, so it was adjourned out to April 4th. And on April 4th, the defendant didn't show up.
Did not
show up. He failed to appear, and he was put in bench warrant status. After that, on the 11th of April 11th of 2024, over a year later, he's in custody in Wayne County and mails in the misdemeanor plea by mail to the court.
Correct.
So he's in bench warrant status for over a year. And obviously there's something else, other context with law enforcement going on because he's in custody in Wayne County during that time while in bench warrant status. I'm sympathetic to him being in the hospital for a couple of months in there, but that doesn't explain the other 10 months plus where he was in ventral status and failed to turn himself in. At this point, I think that there's an issue with his bond being where it is and with him being out of custody, at least without having a GPS.
Well, but he didn't appear for a preliminary examination.
Correct.
This lawyer informed me that I had a case with Washington County for a different reason. So at that same time, my lawyer told me to call down here, get on video camera. I was doing everything on video camera from the hospital. I saw you one time on camera. So
It wasn't my preliminary examination.
yes, examination because I was in the hospital, so technical reason for the computer stuff.
Oh, no. So then, after you missed the preliminary examination, what took you so long to turn yourself in? Well, you didn't turn yourself in, you got picked up.
It's like Magistrate Garwood says all the time. I tell this to my clients. I said, look, if your cell phone bill goes out, if cable goes out, you're gonna pick up the phone, you're gonna call that and get that resolved immediately. And
I don't know if quoting Magistrate Garwood is convincing to me.
but what I'm saying is, Your Honor, I explained this to him. He wasn't represented before. He didn't understand. He tried to represent himself.
Oh, I think he understood. He understood the date. He's giving me his excuse that he's in the hospital, and then we don't see him for 10 months. And I don't know why a bond was set when we finally get to him in the amount that it's set at. In my opinion, that's a clear abuse of discretion. He didn't appear for 2 court proceedings. Well, appeared at 1. He wasn't, I don't think, supposed to be appearing via Zoom. I think Judge Perry did the best she could and then couldn't proceed with that. And then he was supposed to appear, didn't appear, and then disappears. And I think has committed other offenses, because what was he locked up in Wayne County for?
It was a obstruction of justice, and I took care of that case. I came back here, I got dismissed off of probation. Judge but bear with me because I lost my lyrics, I lost my whole day. So I had to get my body together. And then I'll promise her that I'll come back and take care of this because I need to do this with time. But I lost my whole day, as you can see. So I have to talk.
I understand that. I'm glad it's worked for you. All I'm saying is you haven't appeared at these proceedings. You didn't turn yourself in. You got picked up. And that's the only reason that you're here. Otherwise, we would probably not be seeing you. As I've said, I think it's an abuse of discretion that this bond was set as it was. Your bond now will be $50,000 cash surety, defendant's remanded. I'll set the probable cause out. I'll just set it out since I took him into custody. I'll set it out next week, May 16th, 2024, 9 a.m.
I'm not sure.
Is what? What about it? It's about to die? Did you charge it?
Yes, I don't get thought I was charging him when I was sleeping, but when I came in, they said charge.
Okay. And you're telling me why I don't have a charger?
I don't know. But I was just like,
You were letting me know in case something happens
yeah.
so that we don't run out and grab you when it dies?
You want a record.
Oh, is that what this is? This is a record? Seems like premeditation to committing an offense. Go and get it charged. All right? Sit there and look at it. Make sure it's charging. All right? That's okay. I'm going to let Judge Conlon know. Or yeah, I'm going to let him know. His tether probably died. What? What? All right, young man, take care. Court calls the case, People versus Vincent Lambert. Is that your mom? Your grandmother? She told you to say that, didn't she? No. Yeah, I'm sure they did. Young man, if your charger's having a problem, since you're down here, stop over at Community Corrections. Don't want that thing to die on you, okay? Thank you.
The courtroom session begins with Vincent Lambert addressing how he came into custody. Lambert explains that he was picked up by law enforcement in Detroit after initially failing to appear in court. The court reviews his background. He had multiple previous cases, including support cases, and spent about 2 months in the hospital due to injuries. However, there was a prolonged gap of over 10 months when Lambert did not appear. Raising questions about compliance and responsibility, the court examines Lambert's prior attempts to self-represent and file motions by mail, including requests for trial dates, bond reviews, and dismissals based on jurisdiction claims. Despite these efforts, his repeated failure to appear for scheduled preliminary examinations led to his current custody situation. The judge emphasizes that although Lambert was hospitalized for part of the time, there remains a significant unexplained period where he failed to turn himself in, creating concerns about accountability and potential flight risk. During the hearing, the defense attorney acknowledges Lambert's medical and personal circumstances, noting his hospitalization and initial confusion regarding self-representation. The court balances this context against the prolonged delays and noncompliance with court orders. The judge points out that Lambert's absence from multiple proceedings, combined with the delay in appearing for the court, constitutes an abuse of discretion in handling bond and procedural compliance. After discussion, the court sets Lambert's bond at $50,000 cash, requiring full payment, and schedules the probable cause hearing for May 16, 2024. At 9 a.m., the judge emphasizes that Lambert must comply with all conditions, including maintaining his GPS tether. A brief technical issue is noted, as Lambert's tether may have lost power, which the court addresses to ensure monitoring and prevent further complications. Throughout the session, the judge maintains a strict but fair tone, reminding Lambert of his obligations while acknowledging the mitigating circumstances of his hospital stay. The court carefully documents the timeline of events, highlighting the balance between personal hardship and legal accountability. Staff and family members, including Lambert's mother or grandmother, are present to assist him with logistical support. In summary, the hearing illustrates the challenges faced by defendants attempting self-representation, navigating health crises, and complying with court orders. Lambert's case highlights the importance of timely communication, adherence to procedural requirements, and the court's role in balancing fairness with public safety. The session concludes with Lambert in custody, scheduled for the next probable cause hearing, and all parties aware of the requirements moving forward.